does it look?
Rough.
Looks dark.
Dark.
Dark hair.
Dark.
Okay, Sarah. Here's your another chance. What Sunday
This is 15
is this?
now.
No, incorrect again.
No, 16 now. Shoot. I don't know.
For like 4 weeks straight, I've said you're one off. And you continually...
Yeah, whatever.
It is number 16.
Number 6.
As you can see, painted that door and that door. Put that picture up. It still looks a mess though, because we've been painting the BB's room. Yeah. I got all sorts of stuff to talk about, so I won't really even ask you. You can comment.
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Just start.
You should. I finally got my mass mutation decks after what? When did I get them? Last week? No, sometime this week. Ordered them. It was supposed to be released on July 10th, so it was 2 weeks? Something around 2 weeks late. What are you doing, cat? He says, ooh, Timbits. Yummy. Okay. We watched a couple movies. Into the Spider-Verse. Sarah, what did you think about that?
It was really good. The music was amazing.
It was really good. We're talking 9 out of 10 good. I thought. What did you think?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
So
The cinematography, yeah, I know. When did that came out? Like 3 years ago.
No.
No?
Last year, probably? Maybe earlier this year?
It's older than that. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think so.
What are you doing? Stop it. I mean, all kinds of freaking racket. And it, look up right now, in the middle of the video, because I need to know. And then I watched Ip Man 4 right afterwards. It came out this week, I'm pretty sure. The finale, the final fight. It was good. It didn't have, like, crazy fights in it.
Okay, fine. 2018.
2018, see? Almost 3 years ago. 2 years ago, probably, really. We were back on, like, I think it was, like, Monday. One night we were wondering, oh, I guess I was wondering how cats had sex. Because I'd never seen it before. And Sarah had never seen how cats had sex. We assumed it was like dogs, but we'd never seen it. So Sarah looked it up, and there's just so many videos of just people recording like mangy stray cats just going at it on the street. But just like dogs, no different.
Why is this a topic that we're discussing?
It's just, I don't know. There's another one that came up on the Free Reign Hot Wing show that I thought was really funny and like really like real.
Let's hear it.
It was about Pinocchio. How it's perverted as hell. His name's Geppetto. Pedo. Okay. And then he has a tiny boy puppet that he sticks his hand in that's wooden, then he comes to life. And then every time the wooden puppet, who's now a little boy, lies to him, he gets longer and harder.
A thing, not like a hand thing.
It don't matter. It's still perverted. Is it not? Can you at least understand that it's a little bit perverted?
I would have to look into the name Geppetto. I don't think that's perverted. I think that's probably just a common name.
Geppetto. The pedo. He's a pedo. It's a little wooden boy.
It's a children's
That don't mean that, you know, they were putting stuff in there. I don't know. Maybe Disney had something against some dude named Geppetto. What is he doing?
I don't know. This cat's been strange today.
Yeah, lay down. He had a long weekend. Sarah, in the morning, a couple of days ago, when I went to say goodbye to her, she talks in her sleep a lot. Let me just start with that.
I have a lot of weird dreams.
But she said, I wouldn't be a very good McDonald's employee. And I was like, why? Sure you would be. Like, why wouldn't you be a good McDonald's employee? She says, it's way too fast-paced for me.
I had a whole dream where I was working at McDonald's. It was a very strange setup of a McDonald's where, like, there were two sides where people could order food, and I was, like, in the middle somehow.
You getting hit from both sides?
And in my dream, I was pregnant. And yeah,
You just couldn't cut it.
Couldn't hack it.
Couldn't cut it.
Everybody's telling me I was doing stuff wrong, and I didn't like it.
Sarah's the one slapping the McDoubles when like the meat's over here and the bun's over here, and then all your condiments are like souping out both sides.
I don't
It's
know
like,
what I was
get it
doing.
out, get it
It
out,
was a
get it out.
strange dream. Last night I had a dream I was in a stadium/bar.
Doing what?
I don't know, but I saw this girl that I knew in my dream, but I like never
A
talked to her.
like a bar in a stadium?
It was like a place where, Captain Sandy was there from Below Deck.
Okay.
She was coaching a basketball team.
Oh,
And so you
okay.
watch all these basketball teams where there were all these people around, but kind of in like a bar. And I just wanted to go home, and I could not figure out how to get home. At one point, you had to like put your like where you were sitting, like almost like a vehicle, into the space, but like I didn't do it right, so we just dropped like a floor. I don't know.
What in the hell?
I can't explain it.
No, you can't. That don't make no sense to me. We went putting. Friday night.
Mhm.
I was kicking her ass pretty much the whole time, and then within the last, I think I saw it, and I think you went like 1, 2, 2, 3, and I went like 3, 4, 5, 5 or something like that, and it all came down to the last hole, and I was up by 1. Yeah, I was up by 1, and barely squeaked it out. I ended up winning by 1, but it was bad. Sarah had like a hole in 1.
Did.
And then she had like 2 twos in a row, and one of her twos I got like a 5, and it was bad. I hit it into the water.
Yeah, that was really rough for you.
And then we started out by just skipping the first hole because you're only supposed to have groups of 4. And then put on top of that the coronavirus. And then put on top of that, none of them had masks on. They were all like, the lowest age person was probably, what, 14 or 15?
Yeah, in this group ahead of us.
In this group ahead of us. They had a line of people behind them at the first hole, and instead of like splitting up or letting anybody pass, they just went for it. So we just jumped right to hole 2.
Mm-hmm.
And they gave us a look of like we were pieces of shit or something, right? But like, fuck them.
They're adults, and they can't
And
split up into groups.
by the time we were on like hole like 15, they were only on hole like 7. We'd literally gone through all those holes, and there was still people behind them, just like
They didn't let
waiting
anybody
up. They
pass
never let
them.
anybody pass them
They would have
the
never
whole
let
time.
us.
So they would have never let us pass. So
Jerks.
fuck them.
There are some rules to the way that you have to play putt-putt. Like, be gracious to
Yeah,
other
especially
people.
when And like, what are you teaching your kids? To just be pieces of shit like you? It is what it is, I guess. Bad barrel. Sarah's mom came over and helped clean the shit out of the basement.
Organized. And
Organized, mostly. You threw a lot of stuff, and you're gonna give a lot of stuff away, so.
Yeah. Very appreciative for her help. It's so much. It's just done. It's like pretty much done in the basement. It just had so much disorganization.
It looks good.
So I'm.
And then my family came over, and we painted. That's why all this stuff is here. Painted the baby's room like a gray pink.
Yeah, and some nights it looks gray, and some nights it looks pink. It looks pink.
Looks gray without light on. Looks pink with light on. It's really weird.
Mm-hmm.
And then we ran a wire from the panel for the deep freeze. So we have a deep freezer now. We polyurethaned the crib.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Anything else?
No, you were gonna do the Google Nest, but you couldn't do that.
Yeah, we had to have a different kind of wire to do that.
And then
A
you
5
do-
wire
you
instead
have
of a
to do the
4 wire.
preen Still, but that's about it.
We gotta sprinkle the preen, but I could do that anytime, really.
And then he painted those doors.
Oh yeah, and the doors.
So, and a part of the dining room.
And yeah, the rest of the paneling in the dining room. But we didn't have the paint for the trim, so.
It looks better. Looks good. Coming together.
I've been watching this TV the whole time because today is Championship Sunday in the Premier League, and Man U is fighting for a Champions League spot. They're in it right now, knock on wood. But if they lose to Leicester, then they're out, basically, because Chelsea's going to beat Wolves. So, and then there's all sorts of stuff going on at the bottom of the table.
What
I
if
think
they tie?
If they tie, Man U's in.
Oh.
If they lose and Chelsea loses, then they're also in. But since Chelsea's winning 2-0, chances are if they lose, they're going to be out. And they're going to be in 5th out of the Champions League. And then Aston Villa, Watford, and Bournemouth are fighting. Only one of them is going to stay in the Premier League. It ain't going to be Watford. So it's between... If it stays like this, Aston Villa goes in because Aston Villa's tied 0-0. Bournemouth's winning, but Bournemouth also needs Aston Villa to lose in order to stay in. And basically the difference between getting like 17th place in the Premier League and 18th place in the Premier League is like $100 million in difference that the club gets. Like 80 or something like that. It's an idiotic amount staying in the Premier League over going down to the Championship. I don't got anything else. You got anything else? Mm-mm. What about you, Lou? You got anything?
He said, where'd that lady that gave me the treats go?
Yeah, it says, where'd Samantha go that gives me all the treats? Okay.
Say bye.
Say bye.